Let's talk about Creator League. Creator League was promoted here in Mr. Beast's video that got over 72 million views and counting. And you can see here, it's right there in his video and in the description right there. And you can actually click it. He promoted it and it says right there, 300,000 in prizes. And you can also get a free box of Feastables if you go through and you actually buy a pass. Now, what is Creators League? It says Creators League is where 8 of the biggest gaming entertainers in the world will compete for huge prizes and maximum glory. A pass holder, you will get to control their team and reap exclusive rewards. So they have all kinds of different perks if you buy one of these creator passes. And again, there's over 8 different creators, including Bella Porch, I Show Speed, Clicks, and Optic Gaming. Personally, I did buy one because I haven't tried Feastables and I want to try Feastables. And $20 is not that much money, and you get kind of basically these giveaways that you can participate in and much, much more. You can see participate in tournaments and events, claim your spot on the creator roster, shape the league with the voting and polls and all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of participation. This is really just a fandom driven platform, and they just so happen to be using blockchain. And that was the big backlash, as Sea-Dog apparently wasn't aware until the day of the launch, and he actually backed out in a kind of dramatic tweet. But I get it, you know, if you have an audience and you're trying to protect your brand and image, and maybe your audience doesn't know much about NFTs except for the prior scams that had taken place in the space, I totally get why you would kind of back out if you didn't know and you're just trying to protect your name. However, I do think this was kind of a knee-jerk reaction because the blockchain that was being used is Near Protocol. It was very, very minor in this entire platform. It plays such a tiny role in the platform, but you can see here, he just says, I'll be with you guys. I accepted to join the Creator League, not fully understanding the tech behind it. Needless to say, with the recent current information available, I'm planning on withdrawing. And he goes on to say the rest there, which I won't cover. And another agency here tips out, says, aware of the crypto thing, we were told there was no crypto NFT components, but looks like that may have not been the case. So maybe there was not clear understanding of the technology behind this. And Creator League basically came out with this tweet that said that the passes are not considered NFTs nor a token launch because they had no transfer utility, which means there is no ability to resell. I think that's a little of a stretch. These are basically, these are NFTs. You just can't sell them. But I do think that this is a good example of understanding the technology for Sea-Dog. You know, if I'm talking to Sea-Dog, I would just say, hey man, you can't even sell these. These aren't speculative. Therefore, they're not scammy. They're literally just collectibles that are basically you can't do anything with. It's just literally like a ticket that you bought to a concert, and you can go ahead and take that ticket home with you and put it in a shoebox or do whatever you want with it, right? There's different use cases for NFTs, just like there's different use cases for the internet. You know, if you look at the internet, there's a lot of positive that comes out of it. Amazon, for example, you can buy something on the internet, have it shipped to your door within like 2 days, or you have the dark web, which a lot of nefarious activity happens on the dark web. So it's not like we just ban the entire internet. We just have to be careful, right? And even with email and things like that, you still get phishing. I still get scams and snail mail as well. So it's not like, you know, everything older is like perfect, right? So the same thing will happen in the NFT space. It's just a technology that you'll see different use cases that are going around it. So in this one, this was just providing transparency apparently to their limited passes. So that way they can't gamify it, or they can't like basically go in and change things and make it to where, you know, it's rigged, right? So that's kind of why they said in this presser why that was the case of using blockchain technology. But as you can see here, they have their basketball league. So of course, it looks like they're just trying to get into the gaming side of things. And they had received in prior years, it says here in this article, that they had got funding from Near Protocol, apparently possibly years ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but it was quite some time ago. They received some sort of grant to build, you know, eFuse did, in terms of using Near in their systems. And I believe this is probably what they use some of the funding for. However, they have paused it and put postpone this whole thing, and I guess we'll figure out the next steps soon as this still is developing as we move forward. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it in a nutshell. Let me know what you think below. I bought a pass personally because I want some chocolate, and it was only $20. And again, you can't buy or sell these passes, so to me it was just to participate for fun, because again, it was Mr. Beast doing the video, so I didn't see a problem with it. But that's kind of my thoughts. What do you think about gamers? Do you think gamers are going to always hate NFTs, or do you think they'll just adopt them after they get educated, just like they do with everything else, with, you know, battle passes and battle royale and all the above? I think eventually gamers are going to accept NFTs after realizing, you know, there's different use cases for them, and that as long as the platforms are trusting or trustable and all that good stuff, I think we'll be fine. But obviously, we're still working on these platforms being built. We're watching them being built, and I think it's more of a timing thing, or more of a time to see the sentiment shift. But that's kind of all the drama in a nutshell. And again, I'll do any future updates on this as they come, and you definitely want to follow me on Twitter as I was breaking the news as all this was happening. And my handle is the same handle here on YouTube that it is on X or Twitter, and you can follow me over there at Kyle Wilson with 2 L's in my last name. That's all I got for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.